James publicly shouted that he should stop harassing Brownie in front of the ring. He only has $20,000 a month, which is not enough to support your big family. The NBA is a magical world. They all signed a $100 million contract, but they were bankrupt, and they were too selfish to refuse the $100 million contract that the team gave them. The NBA star often has two common diseases. One is being too selfish. The other is being willful. In the 2017 season, Thomas contributed 28.9 points to the field and 5.9 assists. He directly asked the Green Army for a $5.4 billion top-notch contract for 5 years. But the team was only willing to give him $70 million for 4 years, and Kelk also said that if he could grow another 5 centimeters, he would definitely be worth a top. But you're only 1.75 meters tall, and Thomas refused the contract without hesitation, and the Green Army also traded him to the Knights, and refused the big contract, and his career began to turn around. The final career total was also only $32.6 million in the 2021 season. The Little Black Sloth won 15.4 points and 5.8 assists and gave a $84 million one-on-one contract for 4 years. And he thought he could give more, and at least $100 million for 4 years. If I went to the free market, he was dumbfounded. There was no team that was willing to pay up the price, and in the end, the Little Black Sloth was unable to accept a $5.9 million contract. The funniest thing should be the Little Bull team's Noah. The new contract is over, and the team is willing to give out a $72 million in ad. He thought he deserved a $100 million contract, and he decisively refused, and he didn't score any results later. The remaining years were all based on a minimum contract. The entire professional career salary is only $4,000. If he had accepted that big contract, his career would have been easier. The first stars in the 09th season were not Harden and Cooley, but the new star of the Bear Road, Jennings. His new year was 55-point single, and the Bear Road also gave him a contract of $44 million in 4 years. As a result, he suddenly felt humiliated. After that, the Bear Road had to hand him over to Hosai, and his entire career total was less than $30 million. At the age of 30, an alliance was born. It was really a lack of greed. In addition, the speed at which NBA stars break out is just as fast as the speed at which professional players, with a total of up to $2.5 billion in their career, break out. And he also hid a lot of money from his best friend, Yanko, to borrow money from him. If you want to blame him for being crazy. He publicly admitted that he had 5 children to raise, and these 5 children were born from different women. His best friend Harden just lent him $300,000, and he spent $50,000 in one night. The most ridiculous thing is that Porter has already started to borrow money from Brownie. In addition to Porter, we are familiar with the rich Big Son, Arenas, and Delonte West. Their careers have earned hundreds of millions of dollars because of the endless supply of goods. It's really hard to keep up with that old saying,